Hi, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I will continue talking about reflective teaching. Schön in 1991 distinguished between reflection in action and reflection on action, as you can see in the figure. Reflection in action is reflection during the doing stage. This is carried out during the lesson. This is an extremely efficient method of reflection as it allows you to react and change an event at the time it happens. For example, in the classroom, you may be teaching a topic which you can see the students fail to understand. They give you certain signals of confusion. This observation is reflection in action. It allows you to understand why this has happened and how to respond to overcome this problem or situation. Reflection in action requires you to be alert and observative all the time. It allows you to deal with surprising incidents that may happen in a learning environment. We have all been taught or learned by ourselves what we should do in a particular situation, but sometimes ready-made recipes do not work. With reflection in action, you need to be resourceful and creative to decide what works best at the time for that unique experience and/or student. Now let's examine 4 photos and come up with some inferences. Let's first look at these 2 photos. How is the task or activity working? Is it working well? How can you tell? Are the students engaged? How can you tell? Why is it working well? Okay, now let's examine these 2 photos. And let's raise the questions again. How is the task activity going, working? Is it working well? How can you tell? Are the students engaged? Are they actively involved in the process? How can you tell? If it's not working well, why isn't it working well? What are the students struggling with? Why? Do the students fully understand the instructions? If not, why? Is there something wrong with the instructions? Do the students fully understand the task, the activity? If not, why? Is it too complex? Is it too complicated? Are there too many steps to cover? What did not work as planned? What could I try next time? How can I solve this problem now? Can I solve it now? If not, how can I modify my teaching to overcome this situation to make sure that this does not happen again? Is there a way to adapt the task or the activity? Is there a way to change my teaching technique? Lots of questions. If you think that you can come up with an alternative at the time of the event or the action, do that, okay? As always, I keep saying teachers always should have extra activities in case something goes wrong in the classroom. If you feel that you cannot solve that issue in action at the time of the event, do not resist. Okay, just say, okay, forget about this task, we'll do it later, move on to something else, because definitely it's not going to end well. Not for you, not for the students. Let's move on to now reflection on action. It involves reflecting on how practice can be developed after the lesson has been taught. Schön has claimed that reflection on action means you reflect after the event on how your knowledge of previous teaching may have directed you to the experience you had. So you not only reflect on the action, but you also reflect on your knowledge, your experience, how they affected, how they influenced your practice in the classroom. Reflection on action should encourage ideas on what you need to do in the future, in the coming lessons. You carry out reflection on action outside the classroom, where you consider the situation again. You can do this by yourself or with the help of your peers. It encourages you to consider causes and options, alternatives. You can think about what didn't work, why it didn't work, and if there are alternatives or other options to change the outcome. By following a reflective model, you will have a questioning approach to your teaching, or to teaching in general. This way of inquisitive and critical thinking will help you improve as a person and as a teacher, as a professional, because you will keep analyzing why things are as they are and how they can be. It will also help you to consider the strengths and areas of development in your own practice. You will also try to find ways to develop or improve your less strong points in teaching. As a result, what you do in the classroom will be carefully planned, informed by research and scientific knowledge, previous experience, and focused with logical reasons. Dylan William from University of London stated that if we create a culture where every teacher believes they need to improve, not because they are not good enough, but because they can even be better, there is no limit to what we can achieve. I totally agree with this statement. No matter how good you are, there is always room for improvement. This improvement will be reflected in your practice, and you will see the results on your students as well. If you're enthusiastic, they will become enthusiastic. If you're devoted to your job, your profession, they will feel that, and they will respect you for that. Well, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Take care. Bye.